Hi, I'm Zena Awesome. So today I'm going to talk a little bit about my attitude towards money. I've always been really thrifty, and what was great is that my husband had the same attitude. Actually, he was probably a little bit of a hoarder, so we often just had stuff that we could put together, make work instead of buying new stuff. And I like to think of myself as thrifty as opposed to cheap, because I do believe in spending money for a quality item. Like, I don't like to skimp, say, on a bed. You're going to spend a lot of time in a bed, so you want a good quality bed that's going to last a long time. But I have no problem shopping at thrift stores or buying used furniture. I've used to use the ads in the newspaper back like when we came back from England. When I was stationed in England, we came back and we got here to California and we bought a house. So but it takes a while for a house to close. So I'd gone through the classified ads, and I had made arrangements to pick up a bunch of different items from a bunch of different houses once we got the house through escrow. So we actually rented a truck and drove all day, all around to all these places to pick up all the furniture that we'd purchased to move into our new house. So when it comes to brand new furniture, I have bought very, very little. I do like new cars, but when I buy a new car, we usually drive it for 10 or 12 years. So it's not like we buy a new car and replace it regularly. The last new car we bought was a pickup truck for the business, and that was, I think it was a 2003. So that's the last time I bought a new car. And then in 2002, I bought one of those cars that is a price leader in the newspaper. There's one at that price. I'd gone to the dealership to find out what the details were about it, and what they were doing is they were having one a week. And so I remember that year, it was the day after Christmas, because Christmas would have been the normal day they would sell it, but they were closed Christmas. So the day after Christmas, they would be selling it. So I went out there like at, I went out there 1, 2 in the morning, camped out, brought a lawn chair, blanket, and all that to sit outside the store, so I'd be the first person in to pick up the one price leader car. And it ended up out the door, it was $5,200. That was tax, tags, everything. So it was well worth camping out for. And I only got rid of that car when my mom died in 2014, and we got her car. So very, very thrifty. Now, there's nothing wrong with being thrifty, but it's affected my motivation to make a lot of money. If you don't need a lot of money to get by, sometimes it's hard to be motivated to work hard to make a lot of money. Because money, I'm definitely one of the people that does not think, or does think, that money doesn't make you happy. Now, some of the things you can buy with money will make you happy, but money itself, I'm not that type of person. I don't need a lot of space. I don't need a lot of things. My mom was that way, so I think I inherited part of that from her. I think it's part of my personality. And then, I've got my dogs. I'm happy with my dogs. So if I have them, we're pretty good. If I had a choice of living in a fancy house, but without my dogs, or living in my van with my dogs, I would choose living in the van with my dogs every time. So being self-employed, when it was me and my husband, it was a little easier because we could make plans together. We're going to go do this, and we're going to go do that, and we need to make money to do this or to do that, or to move forward, you know, like go out and eat dinner and take trips. I love to travel, love to cruise. Cruising is one of my favorite things. But then again, cruising is an amazing deal. It is so amazing, especially since I live in Southern California and I'm right near Long Beach and San Diego, only a few hour drive. So in the winter, their cruise prices were always amazing. We'd go usually at least once a year, sometimes twice a year, for the four-night cruise Monday through Friday. And we could often get that cruise for the two of us, including paying the tip and paying the parking, for under $600. So $600 for all the food you can eat, lots of entertainment and things to do, plus, you know, people to take care of your room and you can't beat it. And you get to travel around, and if you want to get off the ship, you can, and if you don't want to get off the ship, just stay on the ship. You know, use the hot tubs, go to the shows, do the different activities. So loved cruising. But now that my husband is gone, I have to work hard at changing my ideas so that I don't end up being one of those, I'm going to just say for stereotype, angry old man that just sits at home and never gets out. Or how about a cat lady? Yes, I have dogs, but I've had cats. But you know, the person that you just kind of never see, who's recluse. Being recluse is not, although I like my alone time, absolutely love my alone time. Getting out and doing things is also fun. So these are the challenges I had to decide or think about after my husband died is what do I want to do and how am I going to do it? And just like with the exercise to improve my bone strength so that I can go horseback riding and do those type of things, if I want to have some really amazing traveling adventures and some really amazing hobbies, I need to make money. And what's really helped me reframe all that and look at stuff different is John Assaraf's Winning the Game of Money program. It helped me just really think about different aspects and think about what my beliefs were, what my negative beliefs were, and then decide if they were helping me or hurting me, and if they're hurting me, then changing them, replacing them with different beliefs. And one of the really hard core beliefs that I've said for years and years and years is that money doesn't make you happy. And although that's true, by just leaving it at that, it ends up being more negative than positive, because that's not truly what I mean. I mean, it's the things you buy with money that make you happy. But leaving it dangle like that, as they say, the subconscious takes what you say, takes it literal. And so working on that, say things like, if I want to have hobbies, I need money. If I want to travel, I need money. If I want to be able to go somewhere and get a pet sitter for my doggies, I need money. And actually I even had that I would have had a lot less stress had I had the money when my dogs were bit by rattlesnake. Two of my dogs were bit by rattlesnake, and it was either a dry bite or a minor bite. I mean, their faces swelled up, but they both survived without any anti-venom. But there was no way I could afford to purchase the anti-venom, as everything online said when you take them to the vet for a snake bite, it's going to be between $2,000 and $4,000 per dog, and I could not afford that. So there's an example of needing money to do something that was really important. And although I was very fortunate and that without the money my doggies still survived, the stress level I went through was unbelievable. So I found that the winning the game of money has really helped me. I'm taking more chances with my money. By that I mean I'm investing in programs to gain skills, to be able to get current and make money my way. Because as I've said, we closed our businesses down. We no longer had the property we used for our dog boarding and our bird farm. So I don't have that as an option to fall back on. I need to start new. And the winning of the game of money has really helped get me focused, because I could have cocooned myself at home and survived for years. And I don't want to survive. I want to thrive and grow. And that's what winning the game of money did for me.